So yeah, there's damage numbers, melee guns. It makes me think that there's like RPG elements to this, which is really, really cool. It kind of gives me that Borderlands feel. This is Brain Dance. We saw that last time.
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That was too much.
The game we've been waiting for ever since we saw those awesome flying cars in Blade Runner. It's almost here. We've been waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 since they announced it way back in 2012.
Wait, really?
You've been waiting too, so please don't be jealous, because we got to play it. Like, for 4 hours. It was awesome. We know the wait can be agonizing, so maybe
8 years
we can
ago?
just take the edge off a little bit by telling you about the first few hours of the game, and we'll keep the spoilers as minimal as we can. CD Projekt Red has repeatedly touted how
you can
Cyberpunk
hack.
2077 will present you with meaningful choices, so we were curious about how that would measure up in the game itself.
Dang,
If the
these
first
cars
few
look really
hours are an
cool.
indication, CDPR ain't lying. From the very beginning, you're presented with an incredible range of meaningful decisions. Naturally, character creation will have far-reaching effects on your character's looks and playstyle. Before you start exploring Night City, you're presented with another huge choice.
So what he was saying is like so you said character creation, like it looks of course, but it also affects play style. So that almost suggests there's some kind of maybe class system or something. Just at the very beginning of the game, you can decide exactly how your character will play out. That's very interesting. I don't want to get locked into something too heavily because I do kind of want to play around and experiment, but it is pretty cool that they have that level of customization. Because for all we knew from before, I thought it might have just been you're the same no matter what. You just pick up guns and you do your thing. But no, it does seem like there's different ways to specialize your character, which is cool.
Before you start exploring Night City, you're presented with another huge choice. Your origin story.
Origin
this isn't
story.
something that happens in a menu, you're actually going to play it.
Ooh.
You can pick from 3 backgrounds for V: Nomad, Street Kid, or Corporate.
Oh.
We went with Nomad since it seemed the most Mad Max. Hey, if we're not making decisions based on 80s sci-fi, then we're not doing it right, you know? The demo opens up with some simple car trouble before the local sheriff waddles in to hassle us. What kind of cyberpunks would we be if we didn't totally ignore authority figures, right?
No need to worry. I won't be staying long.
Didn't answer my question now, did you?
Uh-oh.
We tell Dad to cram it and get to work. Apparently, someone wants something smuggled into Night City. The only problem is Night City is past the northern-southern California border, so we're gonna have to smuggle it through the Border Patrol. Luckily, we just happen to be a scrappy, nameless nomad.
So there is a lot of
who can do
driving.
Just about anything for a few Eurodollars. But to successfully get the package across the border, you'll need help. From there, we meet up with Jackie Wells, who you might remember from some previously shared gameplay demos of Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, we've seen this guy.
One small Border Patrol bribe later, and we get the contraband safely through the checkpoint. Only, apparently the bribe was too small.
Stop your vehicle
Uh-oh.
immediately.
Let's get out of here. On it.
Woo! Gunplay outside the passenger seat in a moving car. I like it.
After
Dude,
a few
this gun sounds like it
very
has a lot of
impressive
power
explosions,
behind it. Like, listen to
find a
that.
place to lie low with Jackie until the heat blows over. Not to mention, pop the top
Is that
on
like a
that
shotgun
contraband to
pistol?
Find out what's inside.
Like, do you see that
What,
pellet
you want us
spread when
to
he's
spoil it?
shooting?
No way.
Seems like a shotgun
We
pistol.
find a place to lie low with Jackie until the heat blows over. Not to mention, pop the
Yeah,
top
it's got
on
like a
that
really wide
contraband
pellet
to
spread.
find
Yeah,
out what's
seems like a pretty
inside.
cool pistol. I
What,
like
you
it.
want us to spoil it? No way. There is honor yet among cyberpunks. But this, as they say, is the start of a beautiful friendship between V and Jackie. From there, you team
Wait, do
up
you
to
see
pursue a
that?
life of
I think
V and
there's like,
Jackie.
yeah, the level, your handguns went from level 2 to, I think there's this is an RPG. Like, they've got
Say,
some
is the start of
different
a
skills and you can
beautiful
level them up.
friendship between V and Jackie.
Yeah. So we already saw, like, when he attacked enemies, like, it was doing damage numbers. But yeah, it does seem like different kinds of weapons and different talents or whatever, different skills can be leveled up, probably the more you use them. So there's a category of weapons that are handguns, which means there's going to be other categories too. There might be shotguns, there might be explosives, there might be snipers. I don't know. So I'm really, really curious to see what the whole list of skills could be, because that's just going to indicate the massive amount of variety of weapons in the game that I'm really hoping for. Anyways, continuing.
From there, you team up to pursue a life of action and glory in Night City. But again, we only play.
Double tap dodge. So if you look at these controls here, sprint, jump, draw weapon, nothing too special. You have a dodge button though. That's interesting. So I wonder how a dodge would work if you're getting shot at. Like, is it just like a dash to the side real quick? I don't know, but we'll see maybe.
That entire sequence because we chose to start as a nomad. The other two origins are wildly different, though they do establish the same groundwork to start the game. As a street kid, you meet Jackie while boosting a car before getting busted by the cops.
Oh boy.
As a corpo, Jackie is your street contact until you get betrayed by a coworker and burnt by your own company.
So you meet him no matter
These
what.
origin stories are more than just 3 unique intros to the game. We're told V's origin will echo throughout the entire game's story.
The entire
with specific
whoa,
dialogue.
whoa. Okay, that's a big deal. So you have 3 different origin story choices, and they're saying that throughout the entire game, your origin story is going to make some differences, like through your entire playthrough. That's huge. That, I mean, depending on how big those changes are, that can make it so that you could replay the game 2 times and it feels kind of different each time. And couple that with like the different skills you can level up, so you could specialize in different play styles. This game is sounding like it can actually have a lot of replayability, which looks pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, high replay value. Let's back up a little bit.
To the game, we're told V's origin will echo throughout the entire game's story, with specific dialogue options and story paths opening based on the origin you choose.
Story paths.
The setup sounds kind of like 2009's Dragon Age Origins, only like with more guns and neon.
Could have crushed us.
Holy!
No, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
Once you finish your origin story, you move right into the E3 2018 demo.
Dear
where you and
Lord,
Jackie
did you
must
just like
bust into that
smash that guy's
scavenger-
head in with the basketball?
ain't looking for
Let me
no
see that again.
Crushed us.
Dude, you got like
hey,
some super strength. I mean, you are
more
cybernetically
guns and
enhanced.
Could have crushed us.
Holy heck! I would have never thought to hear that sound from
looking for
someone
no beef with you.
tossing a
Once you finish
basketball
your
into
origin
someone's skull.
story, you move right
Dude, that's
into
actual
the
blood, it
E3
was.
2018 demo. You know where you and Jackie must bust into that den of scavengers and save the lady in the ice bath.
And this is
Our
like a machine
gameplay and
pistol.
story beats played out largely as they did back then, with a ton of small differences that would honestly take too long to completely catalog. Rather than recap all of those events, let's focus on new gameplay elements that we haven't seen before.
Okay.
The biggest one is Brain Dance.
We've already
which,
seen this.
Yeah, it's as cool as it sounds. Brain Dance is full immersive VR, allowing you to experience the sights, sounds, smells, even the feelings of someone else. It's the dominant form of entertainment in the world of Cyberpunk 2077.
Entertainment,
allowing you to walk the red
oh.
carpet as a celebrity, perform to a stadium full of cheering fans, and some things that venture into rated M territory. While most of Night City curls up with the latest brain dance, or BD, after a day
Rated
of work,
M, huh?
V can use it to uncover important information. As the subject with the BD recording implant moves through recorded scenes, you're able to fly around in 3D space and scrub through all the data the implant picks up.
Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own.
Well, it's interesting.
If you've played
Like, we already know that this game, like, it's rated M, and one of the things is, it doesn't just say, like, sexual content. I think it says, like, high sexual content. I forgot exactly how I worded it, but they made it clear, like, there's a lot of it in there. So I thought this was some kind of specialized tool just for detective work. But it turns out this is actually, brain dance is something very common in this world, and they use it for entertainment. It's like a VR entertainment thing to immerse yourself in different experiences, and some of those experiences are, yeah, very, very explicit and sexual, among many other things. So that's interesting. I wonder what sort of opportunities you'll have in game to play around with this mechanic. Of course, for the stream and YouTube, I'll definitely be careful about which I choose. But it's interesting that the option is there. Yeah, I think there will. Strong sexual content. That's how they word it.
Coma, available on Xbox Game Pass, you're getting the right idea. By alternating between visible, audio, and infrared bands, you can discover clues and information that will help you do whatever it is you're trying to do. In practice, this means you can use Brain Dance to scout out targets in advance, noting the location of alarms, cameras, and
What was that about? Yeah, sure. Let me back up on that. Sorry.
Tacoma, available on Xbox Game Pass,
Wait, back
you're
up a
getting
bit
the right
more.
idea.
Think of it as your own little sandbox.
If you've played Tacoma, available on Xbox Game Pass, you're getting the right idea. By alternating between
So
visible...
it's Tacoma. He's comparing it to another. I don't know what Tacoma is. I've never heard of that game. Do you know what Tacoma is, Nightlight?
to scout out targets in advance, noting the location of alarms, cameras, and guards. Or not. In our demo, we could have completely skipped the brain dance and moved ahead without all the information we gained. Again, it's down to player choice either way. Apart
Wait,
from
what
that,
did you set him on fire from range? How did you do that? What did you do?
completely skipped the brain dance and moved ahead without all the
Overheat. Oh, you can hack them. Yeah, because they're cybernetics. Okay, let's actually look at this list. Detonate. You can, and it consumes some kind of currency. What is this? Oh, cyberdeck memory. Oh, so this is like recharge? Do you have to eat, maybe use some kind of consumable to recharge it? You can hack someone at range. You can detonate the grenade they have. Comms noise. Overheat them, which is what he does here. Ping, weapon malfunction, maybe you have to level up the skill to be able to access these. You don't have this yet. That would be my guess. But that looks really, really cool. So he does overheat here.
information we gained. Again,
Wait. Let me read that description. He passed it really quick. Okay. Causes target's cyberware to overheat, causing thermal damage. There's an upload time, so it takes about 3/4 of a second roughly to do it. And that's what he does here.
Again, it's down to player choice either way. Apart from that, there are a million tiny ways that our choices in dialogue
That's
and
really
character
cool.
build
Oh, it's like a
affected
shotgun.
the way we played. For example, we built our character
Comms
to be
noise,
a
yes.
frail, techie hacker
Maybe like a
man.
distraction.
Great with computers, but maybe not the beefiest boy on the playground. And yeah, once the bullets started flying, we hit the deck pretty quick. You will die fast if you're not built to take damage. You'll die fast if you can't take damage. Yeah, that's some real shoot it until it dies logic, huh? Well, it sounds obvious, but a low HP pool has serious implications beyond just getting flatlined. Dialogue options directly impact the outcome of conversations, to the point where the same chat can either end a conversation with a friendly wave or a bullet depending on what you say. We tried to play it tough with the Maelstrom gang a few times, and we got a handful of game over screens as a result. It became clear that we were playing outside of our character build and had to play to our strengths instead: misdirection, stealth, and subterfuge. Rather than drawing guns at the first sign of trouble.
So what he's basically saying is, you don't go in there talking smack and picking fights if you don't have a character built or set up a way to be able to take a lot of damage. So that's pretty interesting. So because his character was built more like as a hacker or a computer specialist, he had to play more stealthy. He couldn't like tick people off in dialogue conversations and start fights because he would just die very quickly. Play to your strengths.
Rather than drawing guns at the first sign of trouble like a good video game protagonist, we started de-escalating in conversations. Telling people what they wanted to hear or throwing around some money to calm the waters ended up being far more effective than pretending to be a tough guy. And just like that, our dialogue options started to sync up with our character build. Not only was our hacker man geared towards stealth, but had to leverage social nuance to stay alive. Who knew an RPG might have you, I don't know, play your role? What a concept! Finally, we'd like to comment on an aspect of the game that doesn't revolve around player choice, but is noteworthy nonetheless. We came to Night City expecting a den of urban decay, packed with human vice and suffering. Even CD Projekt Red's previous series, The Witcher, takes place in a cruel world that often leads to stories of human and inhuman viciousness. So it's natural to expect something similar in Cyberpunk 2077. Even the trailer says,
2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America.
But despite that, there's an unexpected streak of human warmth and levity in the game. From the big brother we always wanted in Jackie, to the calming bedside manner of Victor the Ripper Doc, the denizens of Night City are just as quirky and funny as they can be mean and aggressive.
This is pointless. I know where I'm gonna strike before I do it. Typical. Knew I'd say that.
You're for a fight. Which one of you's my guy?
Me!
After a few hours with Cyberpunk 2077, we get the sense that this is a world where humanity has merged with technology, rather than a world where humanity has been erased by it.
To Night City.
And the afterlife. Ha ha!
Which, to be honest, is completely unexpected. We came to Cyberpunk wanting to see if it would deliver a deep RPG that truly rewards player choice, and it looks like it does. We didn't expect
Oh
to come
yeah,
away
you see
so
that?
charmed
Yeah, the
by
dodge is
world
just like a
and its
dash.
We didn't expect
Let me back
to
up a
come
little bit
away
more.
that truly
It's probably
rewards
more
player
relevant in
choice, and
Melee.
It looks like it does.
Yeah, that's a
Didn't
pretty nice
expect to come
dash. I
away
like
so
that.
Charmed by the world and its characters. Because of this, we can't wait to spend more time in Night City. Unfortunately, wait we must. Cyberpunk 2077 releases on November 19th. And don't forget, via the magic of smart delivery, when CD Projekt Red delivers an Xbox Series X optimized version of Cyberpunk 2077, you'll automatically get upgraded once it's available at no additional cost.
Good to see you.
Okay.
How you been?
So you can get the Xbox Series X version at no additional cost once you get the. Well, let me listen to that. Let me make sure I heard that right. This comes out November 19th. Let me listen to them again, because I know some people here, they use Xbox, so.
And don't forget, via the magic of smart delivery, when CD Projekt Red delivers an Xbox Series X optimized version of Cyberpunk 2077, you'll automatically get upgraded once it's available at no additional cost.
Good to see you too, Jack.
It has to do with the smart delivery of the Xbox. I'm not super familiar, but I'm assuming if you own the game on the older like current gen Xbox, you'll be able to upgrade to the newer one for free. You own it. For good. Victor the Ripper, I think he said Doc, not Duck. He's a doctor. Don't be a butt. Yeah, exactly, Dream. Doc Iron, yeah, now Wiggly. Oh, Big X, Peerless Maverick, I appreciate you being here. Dashing is good against grenades. Oh yeah, grenades too. Boss fights, yeah, they have big attacks for sure. I guess against spray bullets, it's not going to be super helpful though. All the way in November. It's going to be a while from now, but you can't rush art. Like to rage, yeah. We can hold out till then, yes. I'm really excited. This looks really cool. I'm pretty excited to customize my character. Really curious to see how all these mechanics will play out. Let me see the origin stories again. I wonder which one I'm going to pick. Where did he talk about the origin stories?
The spoilers as minimal as we can. CD Projekt Red has repeatedly touted how Cyberpunk 2077 will present you with meaningful choices, so we were curious about how that would measure up in the game itself. If the first few hours are an indication, CDPR ain't lying. From the very beginning, you're presented with an incredible range of meaningful decisions. Naturally, character creation will have far-reaching effects on your character's looks and playstyle. Before you start exploring Night City, you're presented with another huge choice. Your origin story.
Here it is.
Now, this isn't something that happens in a menu. You're actually going to play it. You can pick from 3 backgrounds for V: Nomad, Street Kid, or Corporate.
I don't really know. Nomad, Street Kid, or Corporate. So he picked the Nomad, just like driving around a lot. I don't really want to drive around a lot, so I don't think I'll be a Nomad. Corporate or Street Kid? I mean, that sword looks freaking awesome, so I don't know. Maybe Street Kid? I don't know. Corporate or Street Kid? I'll have to choose. Maybe they'll give an idea of maybe they'll give like a description for what the stories will be, and I can choose better. Remember that character's looks in a first-person game? Yeah, I don't know how that works. Did you meet your message? No, I was focused on the trailer. You can repeat it in a moment. At any rate, I'm really excited for this game. I look forward to playing it. November 19th of this year is the current release date as of the time of this video, assuming they don't delay it again. They've delayed it a couple times, which is all right. You can't rush art. Give them the time they need. Let them get the job done. Let them do well. At any rate, Wigglies, that's going to be it for that. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment. It does help out a lot. I do upload a new video every single day, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. I also stream daily on Twitch starting at 12 p.m. Central and ending at 4 p.m. Central, so make sure you follow me to catch me next time. All these links are in the description in the panels below the stream. But that's going to be it for that. We're heading on over to The Last of Us Part 2 now, which is going to be up on my streams channel, so I'll see you there.